A very warm welcome here. A very warm welcome here to another episode of the weekly 11:11 talk, where myself, Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, I share with you three valuable impulses and advices in regarding of leadership, clarity, and impact out of my 30 years of management experience. Because why to rebuild the wheel if the answers and solutions are just ahead of you? So this is why I go all in with that every week, sharing in these 11 minutes these impacts for you. And I'm happy that you are taking the opportunity now to invest the next 11 minutes for that. In today's episodes, I want to bring up a topic which is kind of very, very important since we have only a short time available. And we need to make sure, every single one of us, that we are investing this time in a good way. So, therefore, it's all about what is the key of success. I mean, fact is, every single one of us has its own key in his hand. Now, we are trying to find the right door to open up that door in order, to have our success just in front of us. Or, in other words, we are going quite a lot of ways, and to find out that that actually is not what was tend to. And then we are going to change the roads, which is also good because we do learn a lot out of every single one of us by walking, by going exactly that sort of path. So in general, I really say it is a good way of handling. Now, what I want to invite you is the first tip, and this is all about clarity. Clarity comes first. Before you start up, to go into a way, before you really are, start your car, the first thing you do is you put into the GPS the address where you want to go to, especially if you don't know the roads. Because, then like that, you know exactly here is where we put the focus on. A lot of people aren't aware of that. They don't even know where they want to go. They know they want to be happy. They know they want to be rich. They know they want to be secure. But what does that all mean? Security, richness, happiness? For every single one of us, that means something completely different. So therefore, the first invitation, and that's also the first step in my all-in mastery, that's a tool which I developed in order to go really in a good way on its way for finding your answers, is the All Me strategy, meaning the self-reflection. What is it in this very moment, in this now, to recognize what is it that, makes my genius? What is it that my strength and my knowledge is different to others? What is it that I really want? What is the goal here? Happiness may mean for somebody like being together with the family, on vacation, living on countrysides, or whatever. While for the other one, it might mean something, to go once a year to Dubai, and spend its vacation there. So there is not one final, recept or attitude on that. It is your individual. And this is why it's so important to understand that all of that is really about finding out what is the inner calling here. What is it that is really part of that? And I want to invite you that this inner leadership starts with clarity. So before you start your way, you ask yourself, why am I doing that? What is the main reason for me? And not now asking for the others in order, to receive, let's say, value from others. That's not a good reason. The reason is inside of yourself. And that needs to be discovered, needs to be questioned, needs to be focused on. We tend very much to go into that, what the others want, What does the environment require? What are the structures and rules of the company I am working for? I was working for many years in the casino business. I mean, there is a lot of structure. There is a lot of restriction. There is a lot to consider. So we had like this quality management system, it was called, where we followed up in order to make sure that we follow the rules and we don't make mistakes, because that is how it works. And I tend to do this, of course, as well, especially when I was the CEO. It was a good guideline. Still, we were having opportunities, to bring in ourself, our creativity and all of that. In order, for you now to understand what is the keys door for, because this is what we're trying to do here, you're gonna get into yourself and then you go into the second step and you take responsibility on that, what you find out. All of that, what you see, experience, knowledge. Yes, and all this expertise you have gained over the years are the result of that, what you have done, what you have decided, what the ways you were walking in the past. And this is now what you see. So therefore, this recognizing, this self-reflection, or how I call it, the all me step, is something to do not only once in a while. It's something, to look into it deeper. I invite people to do this every 3 months, simply because we are changing by that what we are living, by that, what we are feeling, seeing, watching. All of that is making ourselves is putting it in a different way. And that's awesome. So to take responsibility on that, what we are having in front of us, is a key issue in your development. Which brings me then as well to the third advice, that all of that, of course, is also generating energy. Now, whenever you find out something inside of you, and you have like this passion and you say, that is so awesome, what happens next? You feel like energy coming up. You're in the flow. You're happy. You're great. And you are like motivating others. And that's what we may do. Not only occasionally, but being a role model in that, what are you doing as a mother, as a father, as a neighbor, as a daughter, brother, CEO, team member. It doesn't really matter in what position and role you are. I invite you that with your key, while you are searching for the right door, that you are trying to be a role model for your environment. By following your inner intuition, your voice, you do know exactly what you need. And if not, then I'm inviting you, get yourself some support, to ask for help, to make a shortcut. It's absolutely all right. We mentioned it at the beginning. There is not much time we shall lose. We shall focus on that what is really important, and that is your calling. Now, what is your calling? In order to find out, go all in by recognizing where you want to go to, who you are, what is your passion, what is your mission, what is your vision. All of that is you. And once you recognize that, and once you find out that what actually is in your mission, vision is not actually that what you're living at the very moment, then take responsibility and see where else you find that what you're seeking for, in an environment, in a community where you feel great. And here, I want to invite you to my newborn all-in activity community. It is in German and in English, and it's a great energy there. Because there, we have invited makers, action takers, people who are willing to take responsibility for that what they have in front of them. They are creating their future now. And if you feel like that's also something for you, then feel free to join us. We are all in. That is not only a slogan, that is a standing. That is a statement. That is a decision. And with this energy, I want to say thank you very much for staying with us, with me, the last 11 minutes. And I hope very much you could take the 1 or 2 advice for you in order, to truly live your calling, because this is why you're here. Looking very much forward to hear you, to talk to you, to meet you in the community, or even, to have you around for a one-to-one talk. And in the meantime, I want to wish you all the best. Weekend is in front of us, and there is so much to take for you. Go all in, because you are worth it. Thank you. My name is Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, and I'm very much looking forward to see you next week, same time, same channel, at the 11:11 talk. Take care and all the best.